there was a couple of big debates while I was in the States. Ethan went against Sam Cedar. Obviously, I did a whole reaction to that, a 4-hour reaction, and Ethan went up against Hassan. I did a 6-hour reaction to that.
Yeah, that was crazy, by the way.
But let's just see.
6-hour reaction.
I just wanted to see some of the fallout, not the fallout, but like the reactions that Hila and Ethan had, for example, to the debates, and like they basically showed no remorse. Here's a clip of Hila talking about, her experience with the debate. That kind of annoyed me. Before we get into AB.
How they take meaning away from words. If you want to call me a terrorist, like that tells me your privilege and that you never lived under terror, like you've never experienced.
You said?
Well, listen.
A terror attack.
The difference.
We're privileged. You hear
We're
that?
privileged.
We're privileged. All of us, Karine, you're privileged. You know what I mean? Your house. They bombed near your house during the war here. You're privileged. We're all
so
privileged.
much privilege.
As Lebanese people who live in the Middle East and we
I
are
love
Israel's neighbor, we are the epitome of privilege, folks. Thank you, Ethan Klein. Let's keep listening to what they have to say.
I mean, I grew up having to be afraid to go on a bus, my dad wouldn't let me go to the mall anywhere public.
That's so sad.
In Gaza, I'm sure it's not it's very scary.
Okay,
right?
I can understand that.
She
but
doesn't care.
There's no reason for anybody to try to argue that you should call me a terrorist. And if they want to do that, they're being...
If you guys don't know what she's talking about, in Hassan's debate with Ethan, he was able to get Ethan to admit that the IDF are terrorists. He was like, Ethan, do you consider the IDF terrorists? And Ethan sat there and was like, you know what? Yeah, like I would consider the IDF terrorists. And his wife is in the IDF, so he just, logically, he called indirectly Hila a terrorist. You know what I mean? And she was home when, all I could think about when Ethan was saying that was, what is the look on Hila's face right now as she's watching this in pure disgust, watching Ethan being like, yeah, the IDF are terrorists. She probably whooped his ass when he got home. He slept on the fucking couch. You know that's the truth. So now she's kind of letting him have it on air.
The reason why is because it's mandatory conscription. Terrorism, people get recruited. They join terrorist organizations because they want to kill people.
Yeah.
People get recruited into the IDF by
force.
Mandatory. And not everybody in the IDF
going on a raid for fun wasn't mandatory.
Exactly.
So
That's what they failed.
That,
That's what they failed to mention. Like, well, first of all, when you force people to join your terrorist organization, that's actually kind of worse. At least Hamas is a little base where they're like, hey, you want to join? Feel free. You don't want to join? We're not going to force you in Israel. You don't want to join our fucking terrorist organization? You're going to jail, motherfucker. And you're going to be like a social pariah. No one's going to respect you in society because you bailed on your mandatory service. So it's like, at least Hamas is like, hey, you want to join? Join. You don't want to join? That's all good. So, I mean, at least there's that. And yeah.
I think unrelated. I have no idea how you could join Hamas. Like, is there an application process?
I don't know. Yeah, they send recruiters to universities. I'm not sure how it works. But what were they saying that also made no sense?
Recruited. They join terrorist organizations because they want to kill people. People get recruited into the IDF by... It's mandatory. And not everybody in the IDF.
By force. I was going to say by force. By fucking force.
By force.
And yeah, so Hila, I mean, her mandatory service was being a secretary. And she claimed multiple times that she found that to be boring. So she volunteered to go on a raid in Ramallah to terrorize the living shit out of an innocent family, bro. Went and scared them. And then Ethan tried to make the argument like, we don't know if the guy was a terrorist. Maybe he stabbed some people. It's like, great. Yeah, we can theoretically we can make that argument for everyone, Ethan. You know what they were saying about Lebanese people in the South and giving like reasons to bomb them? That every kitchen in Lebanon was a storage for fucking rockets. They were saying that we were storing rockets to help Hezbollah. And, to Ethan and Hila, they would take that uncritically because, that's how they justify bombing people in Palestine. Well, don't they have tunnels underneath their homes and underneath hospitals? Don't they have bases? Well, apparently every Lebanese person has fucking rockets in their kitchen. So I mean, in that sense, but like, again, Hila cannot come to terms and cannot just talk about the fact that you volunteered to go on that raid. You've never once apologized. You've never once said that it was wrong. She never once showed remorse for the things that she did, which is the thing that kind of pisses us off the most. Like, okay, she joined the IDF when she was young. She didn't have the balls to like go to prison and do that whole thing. I get it, but at least look back at your service with not so much pride. At least be like, okay, I can see where I fucked up. I can see where people are upset. I can see why they don't like the whole raiding the house in Ramallah. She just doesn't come to terms with that.
actually the vast majority of people in the IDF are not doing anything combat related.
And I've said many times I was a secretary.
A lot of the stuff is just like...
Oh, many times. I said I was a secretary.
God, her accent.
I do not want to hurt people. I've said that before. Oh, it was just a fun raid. It was just a, hey, what you guys doing? I'm bored here. Can we go on a raid? The quick raid. They keep saying, Ethan keeps saying she stayed in the car. She never got out of the car. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that was about his debate with Hassan. There was another debate that he had that was with... Sorry, yeah. What's
Papa
up?
Jacka sends $5 and says Hila probably still serving the IDF as Ethan's handler, special operation.
Oh my God.
Which I find so funny because people have been saying that she's his IDF appointed wife.
IDF appointed wife. I know, right? That's way too funny. Anything else in the chat that we have to look at before we move on?
1 second.
Good for me.
We got a couple of donors. We got Mudmud with a €2 donation. £2. Miss Noor and Karim with a heart. Dreadful Utopia.
Aww.
Welcome back, Anthony. Noor and Karim also with a £2 donation. Papa Jack, a member for 1 month. Glad you escaped the US and made it back home. Habibi, glad to see the crew again. Well, we're all very happy to have the crew back. The show's back, folks. The show's back. We have 552 of you watching live, by the way. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. This clip really is infuriating. So I watched the debate. I thought that the debate with Sam Cedar was actually a lot more productive because I felt that Ethan at least has some respect for Sam. He wasn't interrupting Sam. He wasn't being a dick to Sam. He was being extremely rude and petty and annoying with Hassan. It was almost impossible to sit through. The Sam Cedar one I thought was way more productive. I thought that Ethan could at least take a lot more stuff that he could learn from that conversation because at least he has this respect towards Sam. Well, not anymore. Here's what Ethan thinks about his conversation with Sam Cedar. We all love Sam Cedar, by the way, the legend. Here's what Ethan had to say about that.
Last week, they threw their absolute best at me. First, Sam Cedar came in here, and I thought we were going to have a nice, calm debate. And this dude came out looking for a fight. And I'll be totally honest, I've had time to debrief on everything.
Yeah.
I've watched both debates back. Now,
Debrief. I've had time at home with my wife, Hila, sitting over my shoulder as we watched the debate so she could tell me exactly where I went wrong.
And I have to say, with all due respect, Sam, I think you made a giant fucking fool of yourself, not condemning Hamas. Like, shame on you. How dare you try to run defense for them? What's wrong? He goes, Hamas has done some good and some bad. Really, Sam? Name the good shit Hamas has done. Give me a fucking break. Why do you have to be supporting Hamas to be a leftist?
Can you for example, like this
Stupid.
This is just they're such unserious people. Like, who here expects to believe that Ethan Klein made a fool out of Sam Cedar? Like, at least sit there and be like, you know what? I think it was a good debate. I think I got him on a couple of points where maybe like he got like if he said like if he was being genuine out here, you know what I mean? But the fact that he's like, I made a fool out of Sam Cedar, he looked like an idiot. How dare he do this and how dare he support Hamas? It's like he's completely misrepresenting reality at this point. And who the fuck is gonna like, unless you're a crazy Sam Hyde XQC Keemstar fan, you're not gonna think by any stretch of the imagination that Ethan even came close to beating Sam Cedar in that conversation. Like, it was, I made my mom sit there and watch a little bit of it. She was like, that man is like so respectful, the way he's like putting him down with like such respect and like facts and shit. So like, I don't know, the fact that he can't even look at it and be like, you know what, Sam, brought it. He had a lot of great points, but there's this thing, the part where he like, and again, I everything that Sam said about Hamas, I agree with. He even quoted Ehud Barak, who used to be an Israeli prime minister. And he quoted him. He said that if I were a Palestinian man living in Gaza, I would probably join Hamas because of the conditions that they live in, because you need armed resistance. But as we know, Ethan and Hila don't believe in armed resistance. All Ethan kept talking about was Anne Frank in his debate with Hassan. Like, why isn't the Houthi kid like Anne Frank? Anne Frank never lifted a finger against her oppressors. That's what he wants. He wants Palestinians to just lay down on the ground and be like, please don't kill us, Israelis. Please don't kill us.
She was 13.
She was just a child. She was too young to kill anyone anyways. But
she would have joined, by the way.
For Ethan, the perfect victim, the Palestinians need to be the perfect victim. They need to just lay down on the ground and apologize to Israelis and beg for forgiveness and beg for a two-state solution. That's what they think. But the fact that he's out here being like, I completely destroyed Sam Cedar, it's like, bro, we're not even on the same plane of existence at this point. Everyone's arguing different things.
What kind of insane purity testing have we done where Sam Cedar, who's supposed to be the ethical, rational, reasonable one.
Smart.
Is smart is
Smart.
He's the guy, right? He's calling
I
it to my
thought he was supposed to be smart. And Hila Klein, you're on video being like, let's burn Sam Cedar next. Like, no one fucking trusts you. No one trusts anything you have to say about Sam Cedar. Okay, you fucking hate anyone who fucking questions the IDF. You terrorist. Your husband admitted you're a terrorist. What more do you want?
fucking
And now he's out here having to correct his mistakes as you watch over him live on camera. Ethan, don't forget, Ethan, you have to retract what you said about the IDF.
and saying Hamas did some good things and some bad things
Yeah.
in response to October 7th. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? And then the balls to sit here and be like, oh, you're the one weaponizing anti-Semitism. To come here and say that to my face, bro.
How did Sam weaponize anti-Semitism? You keep conflating Semitism and anti-Semitism with anti-Zionism, bro. Sam is just telling you that's very dangerous. He's telling you that's a dangerous conflation.
Ben Hassan, who says anybody at any time who's had positive feelings for Israel is not fit to fucking walk a dog. And you're going to sit here and say I'm anti-Semitic? Shame on you, dude. Well, how pathetic. I'm sorry. That
And
shit
like
is just out of line.
he says that when Sam isn't there. When Sam is there, oh, go have a great lunch with your family. Thank you for coming. Oh, this was a nice talk. It was such a productive talk. I hope the audience can learn something from it. As soon as Sam Cedar leaves and Hila gets her claws and
then
her
he goes back
fangs,
home to her.
and she gets her fangs into Ethan's neck. Oh, what an anti-Semitic, self-hating Jew. How dare you praise Hamas, and how dare you be pro-Hamas on my stream? Like, yeah, where was all that smoke when Sam was right there in front of your fucking face, bro? Why weren't you saying all of that when he was there? But after going home and reflecting on it, reading the tweets, seeing what Hila had to say, I now think Sam is an idiot.
I was watching that and my jaw was open. Like
I bet it was.
I got a lot of messages from people who I know in real life, people online a lot of people are fans of Sam, right?
Yeah.
And I was one of them. I don't think I call it.
Including Ethan's crew, including Dan. Dan fucking loves Sam Cedar, bro. I can only imagine Dan having to sit there now, having to listen to his dumbass boss sit there and be like, I'm smarter than Sam Cedar. I'm a better debater. Dan is like, God damn, that paycheck. He's like, that just can't wait till the end of the month. Just that paycheck, bro. That's all they care about at this point, bro.
Chat, don't call her Lady Giardia.
Lady
Oh my
McShe-
God.
That's
Lady
really
Mac-
funny, and they'll call her that. Yeah.
Lady
we should call her that.
McGiardia. Lady Macbeth. Let's move it closer to Lady Macbeth. Let's do it. Lady McGiardia. Oh, Ethan.
That's crazy.
I ate some dog poop by mistake. Oh, she sounded like Italian
no.
now. Ethan, I ate the shit.
A fan. I have no respect for him unless he acknowledges that Hamas. Sam, I demand. I would like a segment from you to describe all the good Hamas has done, and I don't want to hear this bullshit of like, oh, they started as a charity. Okay, since then,
Ethan,
they were a charity for like a week until
for
they became
people
a
who are oppressed, armed resistance is actually quite good for them. Some of them like armed resistance. They like resisting against their oppressors. That's one good thing that Hamas does for them. Some of them do enjoy armed resistance, my guy. I don't know why you find it so hard to believe that people that are oppressed and that are being killed will sometimes turn to violence to get what they want. I think we're getting a whole bunch of... You guys are going crazy in the chat, bro.
We have a bunch of.
Go for it as I set up the next... I mean, that's it for the quick updates. I'm going to talk about the lady calling the boy the N-word, and then we're going to move on to AB. I'm just going to set that up while the crew catches up on some of the super chats.
Okay, so welcome Angelina Blythe to Do Not Worry as a member. This on my Fizzle sent us $10 and said, as a veteran, it's not about what you did. I made mistakes. It matters what you are doing to make amends. I do political work for Veterans for Peace and the DSA. No one should suffer from war. And I think this is in relation to Hila. Yes. Tetrafund sent us 110 Turkish liras and said, it was funny how they reacted against Hassan's "Don't baby him" comment on their stream. They then went on to say nobody's perfect. It can happen to his fucking Arabs line. Can't wrap my head around it. So true. Sleepy by Flinge sent $5 and said Hitler decline and ethanic cleansing. About to milk Hassan's reacting to context puke for months.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fucking annoying, bro. And now they're gonna milk the Denims thing, and they're gonna milk iDubbbz thing. They're milking everything now. It's basically just a full-on drama podcast.
Oh, Mason Heron sent $20 and said, This is for holding my hand through that awful debate.
You're welcome, Mason. I'm still recovering from that 6-hour reaction.
Yeah.
Also, Angelina Blythe gifted 5 more memberships and says, much love from Scotland.
Aw.
Damn, well, we
Much
love you.
love.
Also, Mudmud, I think, sent another £5 and says they couldn't trust Hila with anything more than booking
sorry, yeah.
hotels. Thank you guys so much. I have 750 of you guys watching
750.
live right now.
Who else is scared?
They've missed you. They've missed you. Don't be scared, guys. We're just having a good time. Let me just open up. So, wait, I didn't finish that video. There's like 6 seconds left. Let me just see if Ethan says anything useful. And the rest of this last 6 seconds, guys. Anything?
Organization. So, give me a list of all the good things they've done, Sam. You fucking hack.
Oh, you fucking hack. That's great
That's
too.
crazy.
I love that he calls him a fucking hack.